It's with honor and pride that I introduce to you our valedictorian, Jessica Henning, will now address the class of 2009.
When I was told to write this speech, I couldn't think of anything to say to you because I don't know any more than any of you do about what to do after high school. I was at a loss for words. And then I started to remember the words of wisdom I've been getting since this year started from just about every person who ever graduated from high school. And I thought that I might share some of their advice with you. Most of the advice I've gotten this year has been specific to my situation. People have told me stuff like you're going to have so much fun in college and to stay in school for as long as possible. All of this is great advice and it'll be very useful for me. However, I didn't want this speech to be just for those of us who are planning to go off to college next year, but also for those graduates assembled who are going to stay right here in Bay City and build up this community. So I focused on the advice that is universal, no matter what we plan to do with our lives. The first bit came from a totally unexpected source, one of my neighbors. She sent me a graduation card, and in it she wrote for me to keep my childlike qualities. This simple phrase meant a lot. It meant that we should always remember how small we are and never take ourselves too seriously, because if we do, we won't ever learn anything new. And it also meant that we should always keep a degree of simplicity in our lives, so that we are never too busy to take in what really matters. The second piece of advice came from my choir director. He told me once that if he were to die today, he would be okay with it, because he would have spent his life doing what he loved. That is what I want to do with my life, and what I encourage you to do with yours. To spend your life doing not what pays the most money or seems to be the most prestigious, but doing what you truly enjoy. Because it is only when we enjoy what we are doing that we are able to live life to the fullest. The last piece of advice was never actually spoken. It was shown to me by my mom. When I was little, my mom used to pull over on the side of the road so that my siblings and I could watch the crop dusters fly over the car, or so that we could look at the wildflowers blooming on the side of the road. These days, we still pull over every time we see a historical marker or museum. Because my mom did this, I was taught to appreciate the small things in life, to look at my surroundings and find the beauty in them. When we take the time to see the good in every moment, the bad doesn't seem quite so big. In the novel Summer of 42, Herman Rocher wrote, "Life is made up of small comings and goings, and for everything we take with us, there is something we must leave behind." For all of the graduates here, tonight marks a huge change in our lives. At this point, many of us leave behind our childhood friends, our favorite teachers, and our home in Bay City. But as we leave, we will take with us so much more than we are leaving behind. We will take the education that we received here and the skills that we have learned. But more than that, we take the support, advice, and encouragement of those that we have come to know and love during our years in this town. With these people, Without these people, most of us would not have come as far as we have, and most of us would not be going any further. And so, on behalf of the class of 2009, I would like to thank everyone who helped us get here today. All of our friends, family, teachers, and principals. It is my hope that what you taught us will not stop here, and that we will be able to pass on at least a little bit of the inspiration you have been to us, as I have attempted to do here tonight. Thank you.